First, Honorable Minister of State for Education, Dr. Shiva Sarkar, Honorable Respondent, Professor Emmanuel Rao, Honorable Chairman, Governing Council, IACS, Professor Vinod K. Singh, Honorable Director, IACS, Dr. Ranjan Singh, Dean Academic Sir, Professor Shubhit Ghosh, Registrar Ma'am, Ms. Shaudani Shah, respected dignitaries, faculty members, students, my dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and welcome to the third annual convocation of the Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science. We have gathered here today to confer the degrees to our graduating PhD, Masters and Bachelor's Master's students of 2023. At the onset, we would like to welcome. For this, we request Ms. Shashwati Bhattacharya to welcome our chief guest. Now we would honor our guest of honor, Professor Emeritus Rao. We welcome our Honorable Chairman, Governing Council IACS, Professor Vinod PC. We welcome our Director, Dr. Ranjan Singh. We welcome our Dean Academic, Professor Shubhi Ghosh. We welcome our Registrar, Ms. Shaudani Shah. Now I request our Honorable Chairman, Governing Council IACS, to felicitate our Chief Guest, Dr. Subhash Sharkar. We request our Director, Dr. Ranjan Singh, to felicitate our guest of honor, Professor Emeritus Rao. May I request our Dean Academic, Professor Shubhi Ghosh, to declare the convocation open.
Today, the convocation of IACS into the university has been called to distribute degree certificates to the candidates who have been certified worthy of the degree of IACS. I have great pleasure in declaring this convocation open. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our Director Sir, Dr. Ranjan Singh, to deliver the welcome address and present the academic report.
Hello everyone, good morning. Many thanks to the Convocation Committee for allowing us to hold today's ceremony in this magnificent setting. As the Director of IACS Dean to the University, I am delighted to extend a warm welcome to all of you as we celebrate the achievements of our students. To all graduates, I offer my warmest congratulations on your academic success, which is the culmination of many years of dedication and hard work. You have endured and overcome exceptional uncertainty and challenges during your graduating years. Swami Vivekananda said, education is a manifestation of the perfection already in man, which means education is about the growth as a human being, not just getting a grade. You have adapted and grown in a difficult time, which has enriched you and enabled your academic success. While your university experience is not quite what you expected, it should still be cherished. All the trains and setbacks you and your fellow students shared have given you a remarkable bond and made your path unique. We are here this morning to celebrate and say farewell to our graduates of the year 2023. This is a proud moment not only for the graduates and their families, but also a proud moment for this very young university, IACS. However, we are becoming more and more mature. This is already the third cohort of the graduates that have earned their degrees with us. This year's graduation cohort consists of 37 PhDs, 47 masters, and 32 integrated BSMS students. This is our first batch of integrated BSMS students who are graduating. Please give them a big hand. Four silver medals are awarded to the top CGPA scorers in the masters category from the 5 different schools. While the highest CGPA scorer among all the schools will get a gold medal, the top CGPA scorer in the integrated BSMS will receive a gold medal, and the next 2 CGPA achievers in the batch will get silver medals. The emergence of the oldest research institute in Asia, founded in 1876, as the Dean to the University in 2018, highlights the institute's internationally acclaimed academic profiles and links to us with other centers of excellence of the world. This is clear from the statistics that a good number of our graduating students will continue in academics for higher education in renowned and coveted places both in India and abroad. The main emphasis of our education is to stimulate and develop our students' intellectual curiosity, creativity, and professional skills. We want our students to develop a commitment to an interdisciplinary approach that enables them to cope with innovation and contribute to the social problem solving. We also want to promote cross-provincial and cross-cultural understanding. We believe that this is indispensable in a globalizing world. Cultural competence is a precondition to navigating in today's multicultural environment. What is required is tolerance, mutual understanding, and a commitment to protect individual human rights. A solid academic education is what IACS aspires to deliver. However, we also want our students to become very good citizens in today's world. Currently, about 1,000 full-time students coming from different parts of the country populate the campus. Our faculties and our university administrative and technical staff have been an excellent integral part of your academic journey. We are certain that our graduates have got benefited from the unique and synergistic coexistence of different categories of individuals, have learned to appreciate diversity, and happy to have made friends from all over the country and the state. Dear students, you are our best ambassadors. spread the word that IACS is a very good place to be and to study and to work. Be assured that you find open doors whenever you pass by. We want to stay in touch. We invite you to join our alumni activities and strengthen our alumni base. All the very best and very bright future to all. Go and spread your wings. See the world. Enjoy every moment. So, now I will briefly introduce our guests. So, chief guest of honor, and we will talk a little bit about IACS for the visitors. IACS is the full name of Indian Association of Cultivation of Science, and we are fondly known as IACS. It's a legion in specific scientific achievements, creativity in the natural sciences. Moreover, it also presents an epitome of the nationalist movement. And I emphasize this one. IACS is a symbol of Bengal Renaissance. All these were envisioned by the founder, Dr. Mahendralal Sarkar, the personal physician of the renowned sage Ramakrishna Paramahansa. This century-old institution was set up more than 146 years ago by the founder who wanted to build a scientific culture among our countrymen. The sole function of association, according to this founder, was going to be science, science learning, science teaching. Traditionally, IACS has expertise in carrying interdisciplinary research in chemistry, physics, biology, and more recently, mathematics and computer science, to constantly explore the possibilities of applying the research findings to the technology development useful for society and mankind. IACS has recently built a technical research center supported by DST, which has been a significant step towards consolidating our basic knowledge into translational languages. The Technology Center in IACS covers research in the varieties of areas such as nanomaterials, quantum materials, functional polymers, and other organic systems, materials with spintronics applications, strongly correlated electron systems, biomaterials, biology-inspired materials. Under this initiative, IACS has put together several advanced instruments and facilities to facilitate interdisciplinary research. In terms of the input measured by the publications per faculty member, IACS stands out in the publication profile among all the research institutes of India as per the recent survey published by the journal Nature. IACS happened to be the highest number of Bhatnagar awardees, J.C. Bose National Fellows, and elected fellows of all the three academies, and also Third World Academy of Science among all the DST institutes. The strong socio-economic factors driving the students and their parents towards some assured and secure future, the issue of motivating the best and brightest of the school student to pursue a career in science is enormous importance to us. In this vision, IACS has successfully kept its tradition alive, yet tried to redress the societal aspect of the community. IACS has since obtained a Dean to University status under the Dean of category 2018 in recognition of its continued excellence in science, research, and teaching. IACS proposed to start a brand new Center of Excellence, which is called Samarprasad Mukherjee Advanced Research and Training Smart Campus at Barwipur, which will host all the proposed university activities under the Dean category. IACS urges the government for releasing funds to build smart campus at the Barwipur, which will be of national pride and will have international visibility. Now I will introduce and say a few words about our Honorable Chief Guest. Our today's Chief Guest is Honorable Dr. Subhash Sarkar. He is our Minister of State for Education. I'm sure all of you know him, Government of India. Let me a little bit tell about Dr. Sarkar, about his professional life other than a politician. Dr. Subhash Sarkar is a very well-known gynecologist and also a politician. He was elected in Lok Sabha, Lower House of Parliament of India from Bankura, a very culturally enriched district of West Bengal, in 2019. He is also a member of the Standing Committee on Health and Family Welfare, as well as the Consultation Committee, Minister of Power, Minister of New and Renewable Energy. He is currently serving as Indian Minister of State in the Ministry of Education of the Government of India. He is a BSc and MBBS with specialization in fertility laparoscopic procedures. He got BSc from Bankura Christian College, University of Burdwan, and MBBS from Calcutta Medical College. He is a life member of Federation of Obstetric and Gynecological Society of India, FOPSI. He has been a frontrunner in making educational institutes aware of and adopting the policy of government education sector. Dr. Sarkar is one of the major protagonists in popularizing the path-breaking new education policy of Government of India, the NEP 2020, which is built on the pillars of access, equality, quality, affordable and accountability, and is aligned with the 2030 agenda of sustainable development of our government. In many forums, he has highlighted and emphasized the policy aims to transform India into a vibrant knowledge society through NEP 2020. He has proposed that chartered accountants can spread, or many other professionals can spread and deliver the quality of their education as a professors of practice in the eminent universities, and initiated by UGC to bring the industry and other professional expertise to academic institutions in line of NEP 2020. IACS feels privileged and honored to have Dr. Sarkar in the third annual convocation when IACS itself is poised to adopt NEP from this batch of BSMs. So now I will introduce our guest of honor, Indian molecular biologist Manchali Ramaswamy Satyanarayana Rao, who is very popularly known to us as MRS Rao, especially among the biological community. Is our addressing today's convocation as the guest of honor. He was awarded the fourth highest civilian award, Padma Shri, in Science and Engineering category in the year 2010 by the Government of India. On several occasions, he served as visiting professor at Baylor College of Medicine, Harvard Medical School, Nobel Institute of Cancer Research, and University of California at San Diego, United States. Professor Rao returned to India in 1978 to join Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, in Biochemistry Department. After a brief stint in US, where he was an assistant professor at Baylor College of Medicine. Between 1990 and 93, he became the chairman of Center for Genetic Engineering of IACS, which has been now absorbed in MCB department. In 2003, he accepted the chair of the president of JNCSR, we are sister concern, sister institute of BSc in Bangalore. He has also served as the chairperson of Department of Biochemistry, IASC, 1998 to 2003, and molecular biology units in the indigenous JNCSR between 2005 and 2009. He served as president of Society of Biological Chemists for 2 terms between 2000 and 2004. In addition to Padma Shri, Professor Rao has received numerous recognitions. That includes a coveted Samdeshwar Bhatnagar Award in 1988 from CSIR, B.R. Ambedkar Centenary Award from ICMR in 2005, J.C. Bose Medal of INSA, Rockefeller Foundation Biotechnology Fellowship, and Om Prakash Dashin Award, among others. Professor Rao is a prolific author who has written hundreds of peer-reviewed international journal articles, highly cited, and is an expert in the area of the chromatin biology and cancer biology. This brief introduction about the Institute, today's chief guest and guest honor, I once again welcome you all and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak before this grand gathering. Thank you very much.
We request our chief guest today, Dr. Shubha Shankar, to kindly address us.
Whenever I come to an institution, especially where the student or research faculties, researchers attended the program. Last 2 years I have taken into practice that amongst us we should feel the diversity of the country by saying a simple matter, it is a Namaskar Shabd in different states. My appeal, my request to the students and awardees, whenever I tell that word of different provinces, please reciprocate in the same manner. Namaskar. नहीं भाई आवाज नहीं आ रहा है. No, just after telling my voice. Namaskar. Namaskar. Namaste. Namaste. Kurum Jari. Kurum Jari is from the Manipur. Sat Sri Akal. अरे भाई आवाज क्यों नहीं आ रही है? जादवपुर की आवाज तो जोर से होना चाहिए. सत श्री अकाल. नहीं हुआ. सत श्री अकाल. खम्मा घानी. बोलो ना. देखिए क्या होना आवाज. How many are Bengali? Read. इंस्टीट्यूट में और डाइवर्सिटी होना चाहिए. खम्मा घानी. दिस इज फ्रॉम राजस्थान. वनक्कम. आवर फील. वनक्कम. मैं नहीं छोड़ूंगा. मैं भी डॉक्टर से टीचर बन गया. नमस्कारम. Warm greetings to all. Our renowned Professor Satyanarayana Rao, who is the honorary professor and ACRP YUS Chair Professor at Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research. Professor Singh, Chairman, Governing Council of IACS. Dr. Ranjan Singh, Director, Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science. Professor Shurit Ghosh, Dean Academic, IACS. And also, Chairman of the Convocation Committee. This is Sharmani Shah, Register, IACS. Distinguished guests, member of the Senate, staff members, professors, non-teaching staff of the institutions, graduating students, and their family members and friends from the media. It's my pleasure to be present on the occasion of the 3rd annual convocation of the Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate all the young, bright minds who are graduating today. Let's have a huge round of applause. As you all are going to enter a new phase of your life, I would like to share a piece of advice by Sri Aurobindo. Each victory gained over oneself means new strength to gain more victories. Dear graduates, you all are the torch bearers of progress and also ambassador of change. The world we live in is full of challenges. but it is also brimming with opportunities. And you have to make all the challenges into opportunities. It is up to you to seize those opportunities, to push boundaries and to make a lasting impact. As you step out into your professional journey, remember that success is not solely measured by individual achievements or material gains. True success lies in the positive impact we create in the lives of others. This is very important. It lies in using your knowledge and skills to address the pressing issues of our time, be it climate change, healthcare, poverty alleviation, or technological advancement. All of you have this unique opportunity to utilize science to solve problems and help your fellow citizens. Science and technology are incomplete until its benefits and access reach everyone. As our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji says, a force of science can turn to great achievements only when they come out of the lab. Again I am telling, when they come out of the lab and reach the land, and their impact reaches from global to grassroots, when its ambit is from journal to jameen, and when change is visible from research to real life. This is very important. I hope all the awardees, they will remember it. At the same time, the faculties will also guide for the next and all students and awardees. My dear friends, never underestimate the power of your ideas and the potential of your innovations. Some of the greatest breakthroughs in history have come from young minds with audacious dreams. Feedback to the great scientists who have walked these halls before you, pioneers who defied conventions and reshaped our understanding of the world. You too have the ability to think differently, to challenge the status quo, and to contribute to the betterment of the society. The Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji said, India has a rich legacy in science, technology, and innovation. If anybody has any doubt, you may ask me. India, I have told, India has a rich legacy. This rich legacy means not only 100, 150 years legacy. This legacy means few thousand years legacy. We have to find it out. Science, technology, and innovation. At that time, in BC, our Munirishis did so many innovations, and which was confirmed by the modern scientists after doing a mistake for 100 and more than century. Our scientists have done path-breaking research. Our tech industry is at the forefront of solving global problems. But India wants to do more. We look at the past with pride, but want an even better future. My young friends, this new India is full of opportunities. Again I am telling, this new India is full of opportunities. In the last 9 years, under the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi in the use of science and technology has expanded in the country to connect youth with opportunities. Science and technology is now becoming a major bridge, filling the gap of lack and influence in India. With its help, for the first time, even the poorest of the poor have been directly connected with the system. Digital technology has also given strength to ordinary Indians and has assured of direct and first delivery of government assistance. Dear students, through your hard work and dedication to maintaining high standards, you earn your degrees and awards. It is a moment of pride for you as much as it is for your teachers, parents also, and those who have contributed to shaping your life so far. Can we have another huge round of applause for all the teachers and parents here? Dear students, remember the path of success is not always smooth. There will be obstacles, failures, and moments of doubters. It is during these challenging times that your resilience, determination, and unwavering belief in yourself will be put to the test. Embrace these moments as opportunities for growth, as they will mold you into stronger individuals capable of overcoming any hurdle that comes your way. Never stop learning. Education is a lifelong journey, and the knowledge you have gained at IACS Kolkata is just the beginning. The world is constantly evolving, and it demands that we adapt, learn, and innovate. Embrace a spirit of continuous learning. Seek out new experiences and stay curious. It is through this hunger for knowledge that you will stay ahead of the curve and make a lasting impact in your respective fields. Moving forward, I would like to highlight that national education policy has holistic approaches for teaching and learning that offer a broad perspective of learning that stretches beyond the academic achievements of an individual. There are so many Bengali students and awardees also. To understand the holistic education, this part I am telling in English. We can listen to one song by Rabindranath Tagore. This is Matir Buker Majhe. You can write on your mobile. Matir Buker Majhe. Bunbi Je Jog. Bakita Zili Pejabe. It is for all of you. The water, which is surrounded by an ark, that ark does not get water. If you stand on a multi-story building near to a pond, and you can see the water is entangled by an ark, and that ark is not getting water. But what happens? That water evaporates and goes away. And after a few months, it comes as cloud. And with the thunder, that from that cloud, rain comes. And through that rain, that water, that earth gets water. What I mean to say, all of you are the water. And your parents, your village dwellers, your farmers, your school teachers, and your teachers of this IACS, all are that are then boundary. They are not getting. They are given the right. They are given so many things. But when you become success, and after being a successful social human, when you give to the society, and as a part of this society, your parents, your teachers, your institution will get everything. And that is the meaning of holistic education. We have to pay it back. मैंने एक केंद्रीय विद्यालय में पूछा, एक दो चार बच्चे, very beautiful answer. I asked them, if you get 1.5 lakh salary after a successful person, what will you do? Very nice answer. Here, somebody told, I will do for my parents. Somebody told, I will do self. In my village, there is scarcity of water. I will try to fulfill this. Somebody told that, sir, I would like to be a deputy collector and I will solve all the problems. This is holistic education. Here on this National Education Policy 2020 advocates the creation of futuristic knowledge system based on ancient Indian traditions, rich cultural heritage and wisdom. Our ancient schools and teachers followed meticulous ways of imparting education and maintained high standards in evaluation. India has a long, rich and prosperous history of diverse traditions and institutions of knowledge. The scriptures help one to evolve in one's life. These texts have immense wisdom and insights which are very relevant in modern times as well. The great treasure preserved in numerous texts and practices is unique in its scope as it addresses life's goals to physical, social, and spiritual level of existence. Let us see this example. I would like to discuss only a very fragment part. This is a calendar system of India. Here we have a lunisolar calendar. It is a calendar in many cultures combining lunar calendars and solar calendars. The date of lunisolar calendars therefore indicates both the moon phase and the time of the solar year, that is the position of the sun in the earth's sky. All instances of time, 5 characteristics, that is Vara, Tithi, Nakshatra, Yoga and Karana. These 5 characteristics are detailed for all the days of the year in the almanac called Panchangam. They are all. Indian scholars kept precise time. Again I will tell you, Indian scholars kept precise time by observing and calculating the cycles of the sun, moon and the planets. These calculations about the sun appear in various astronomical texts in Sanskrit, such as the 5th century Aryabhatiya by Aryabhatta, and the 6th century Romaka by Lata Deva, and Panka Siddhantika by Baraha Mihira. The 7th century Khandakhadyaka by Brahmagupta, and the 8th century Shishya Dhivradvida by Lalla. Surya Siddhanta dated to have been completed sometime between the 5th century and 10th century, presents its chapter on various defined planets with stories behind them. Also, the period between two successive Amavasyas and Purnimas is a Chandramasha or moon month. It is the time of the moon's synodic revolution. There are two ways of recalling a Chandramana Masha. I am telling all these to imagine the scientific ideas what our ancient scholars had. To recall all this, I am telling this. It is not a Jatish Pita. Krishna month ends with the moment of Amavasya's end, and Shukla month ends with the moment of Purnima's end. That is the regular occurrence of the new moon and full moon and the intervening waxing and waning phases of the moon. Amanta Mashas are used in, again, coming to the Ekata in Vividhata. Ek Bharat, Srishta Bharat. Amanta Mashas are used in Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Bengal, while Purnima masses are used in the rest of India. Usually the lunar cycle is used for setting months and days, and the solar cycle is the complete year. See, this is how the calendar works. Also, it has different interpretation in northern, southern India and other parts. But what is common about the calendar system is the precision of calculation. This is very important. The precision of calculation, what our ancient scholars did, on which base again comes the sustainable development and preservation of the nature, and precision of calculation on which base the festivals, the rituals, etc. fall. Just think about the precision of calculation and wisdom which prevailed in those times without using somebody tales, without using modern machines. But I don't tell that without using modern machines. At that time, they had also more, at that time, modern machine. Because, you know, for a scientific examination, you need some idea, then the experiment, next is the observation, and after the observation, we come to an inference. And we are seeing the inferences are written in different books and different scriptures. So definitely there were experimental observations, and sure, this example provides a small glimpse of the immense knowledge available to us in the Indian knowledge system. This knowledge will help us better prepare for the existential challenge. This is also very important, that humanity will face in the coming decades. It is the responsibility of the educational institutions of India to explore our rich culture, heritage and ancient treasure of knowledge, to build, again I am telling, to build an equitable and just society. And this is not for our country only, but for the global. IACS has always been a part of this heritage and has time and again proven its proficiency and excellence as an institute of fire army. Moving forward, I would like to say that IACS has come a long way since 1857. It also represents an epitome of the nationalist movement. We should remember it. All these were envisioned by the founder, Dr. Mahendralal Sarkar, the personal physician of the renowned sage Ramakrishna Paramhansadev. IACS is the oldest institute in India devoted to the pursuit of fundamental research in the frontier areas of basic sciences. Notably, the renowned physicist, this is very important, the renowned physicist Professor C.V. Raman served as a faculty member at IACS from 1907 to 1933. Sir, it is our primary duty to show the instruments used by C.V. Raman to all other academic field workers, how he did with these challenges and got the Nobel Prize. It was during his time at this institution that he made his groundbreaking discovery known as the Raman effect, which led to his receipt of the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1930. Being the oldest research institutions, IACS is the only research institution in India that brought in Nobel Prize in Science from the work done in India. Again, I am telling you, the work done in India. IACS has carved its brilliant journey from lectures to basic science to applied science and finally to interdisciplinary sciences and innovation. To promote science and innovation in the country, Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji has launched iSTEM, a national portal that enables and hosts different scientific programs and activities. This dynamic portal is designed to motivate and support scientists, researchers in different ways and help build an R&D ecosystem. This is also designed in a way to inculcate the infamous Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign of the Modi government, with a vision to cultivate 1 million children in India as neoteric innovators. Auto Innovation Mission is establishing all auto tinkering laboratories in schools across the country. Auto is a workspace where young minds can give shape to their ideas through hands-on do-it-yourself mode and learn innovation skills. Young children will get a chance to work with tools and equipment to understand the concepts of STEM, that is science, technology, engineering, and math. Dear all, it is continued endeavors as a higher education institution. I would specially request IACS to take keen interest in the One Nation, One Data reforms regarding assessment, accreditation, and ranking of higher education institutions as mandated by the Government of India. For this, the contributions from each and every faculty, student and staff of IACS is important. I hope IACS would collectively work towards high ranking in NAT, NIRF, NBA, and other national ranking, which would give the institution more projection and appreciation for its efforts. I urge IACS to keep the good work and hope that IACS will continue nurturing the scientific minds from all parts of the country. I am deeply delighted to see the green campus and exceptional academic ambience where the students and faculty enjoy complete academic freedom. Before I end, I would like to tell you one story. This is a real story, and if you permit me, then I will talk with 3 or 4 awardees or degree awardees or any award who received today. The name of the story is, it is a true incident. The success and the difference between success and failure is 3 feet. Anybody read this story? This is the incident in America. A person had a vision, sir. A person had a vision that he would do very good business. And he tried hard. And ultimately, he failed. He could not stand. And then he decided that my dream was that. But after a long journey, more than 5 years, I could not succeed. It is better to end my life. He decided. And before ending his life, he had some money. And he decided, Jamla Kudi, gambling, but juo khala. Before ending my life, let us gamble. Then he came to his native place, close to a big city. And when he was entering to the big city, there was an announcement. The announcement was that there is for an auction of land, big land, and that big land was digged for a few 100 meters for mining. But there is a manganese ores. To find out the manganese ores, there is a digging of almost few 100 feet or meters were digged. And that whole of the land will be made auctioned. Then he thought, this is also one kind of gamble. Let it join to this auction. But he has little amount of money, not so much, this very big land. But he went. But the land is big, maybe big, but that was big. Will come to big. And there is a land where failure have been happened. No success. Naturally, what the money he got this land. After being owner of this land, then the workers who were digging this land, they asked, what we should do? Now he is the new owner. At that time, mind it, at that time he told, continue digging. After only 3 feet, manganese ores observed, and he became a very rich mining owner. He has become a very rich businessman, and his writing book is the difference between success and failure is 3 feet. And after that I would like to talk with you. Among the today's degree awardees or all kinds of awardees, anybody have a desire that he wants to make a startup? Anyone? एक बार तो एक हाथ उठाइए, इसके बाद एक एक करके हो जाएगा। युवक के लिए are you degree awardee or faculty? Yes. Are you degree awardee or faculty? Degree awardee. But are you thinking for a startup? Anyone? अरे नहीं है तो आज मैं ये इतना कोशिश किया, आपके लिए इतना समय दिया, कम से कम इसके लिए तो बताओ। पर वही विषय बन जाएगा। यस, चलो माइक्रोफोन। नाम, कौन सा स्ट्रीम में क्या करना, मन में क्या है सोच।
Good morning, sir. My name is Shampal Dash. I am in the IACS biology section, and there is a plan in my mind, and I have also started this. That in India we see different type of educational systems, different type of educational institutes providing different types of education. They are specific. They are giving. Someone is giving.
My question is startup.
Yes.
कमाई की धंधा.
Yes. So there are lots of institutes, but they are specialized in some individual their spaces. But what I am planning, and also I am trying to start, is that one nation, one institute kind of thing. One nation or one institute type of thing. Like one institute that will provide every aspect from drawing to starting from drawing to education and higher education. Not only from nursery, it will provide education up to higher class, like any kind of highest competitive exams, and not only educational competitive exams like civil services, UPSC, civil.
I have understood. But you have deviated to my question. But I congratulate you. Before 29 July 2020, if you like a proposal like this, and your proposal have already been granted to AVP 2020. I have asked startup. Do you understand what is meant by startup? इसमें कोई गलती होता है? By which you can be job provider to do something. যার মধ্যে দিয়ে তুমি আরো 10টা লোকে কাজ দেবে এবং তোমারও রোজগার হবে। এইরকম কিছু ভাবছো, either through your knowledge or because of this knowledge you have gained some competency. No more time. Anyway, you please, who raised hand? There anybody? Microphone. One more only. And my another question is that anybody who wants to score in UPSC, because country needs very good administrators, honest and patriotic administrators.
Hello. আমি বাংলাতেই তো আমি বাংলাতেই বলছি। আমি হাজব্যান্ড এখানে ভাস্বতী মন্ডল বলে একজন আছে, পিএইচডি হোল্ডার। তো আমি
question is very straight. Actually, we Bengali people, sorry, I'm also Bengali, but we sometimes deviate from the discussion. It has become our nature and habit. Stick to the point. If you are not in the point, don't waste the time. Please.
তো আমি become a fitness trainer. So আমি একজন fitness enthusiast, but আমার wife is a physicist. So আমি দুটোর sorry, I'm a gym trainer plus gym owner. So my wife is a PhD holder. See, so আমার ওর সাথে কম্বিনেশন যেটা হচ্ছে যে আজকের দিনে ইন্ডিয়াতে ডিগ্রি বা ইন্টেলিজেন্ট ইন্টেলেকচুয়াল লটস অনেক আছে, বাট তারা ফিট না। তো একটা সুস্থ সমাজ করতে গেলে এডুকেশনের সাথে সাথে নিজের সুস্থ শরীরটাও দরকার। তো আমার সাথে ওর প্ল্যান ছিল যে যেহেতু এখান থেকে ডিগ্রি হোল্ডার, যে ওর সাথে মিলে যত ইনস্টিটিউট আছে সেখানে আমরা যদি ফিটনেস প্রোভাইড করি, আমি আর ও মিলে, তো আমি ফিটনেস এক্সপার্ট, তো ইনস্টিটিউট গুলো যদি ফিটনেসের কোনো ইকুইপমেন্ট অর জিম অর্গানাইজ করা যায় তো তাতে মানুষ অনেক হেলদি হবে। কারণ আজকে আমরা এখানে যতজন আছি আমরা প্রচুর লোক অটোইমিউনিটিসে ভুগছি, প্লাস লাইফস্টাইল ক্রাইসিস, লাইফস্টাইল মডিফিকেশন বা প্ল্যানিং হয় না। আমি 8 ঘন্টা ঘুমোতে পারি না ঠিকঠাক, আমি কি খাবারটা খাবো, প্রপার নিউট্রিশন পাই না। তো সেটা গাইডেন্স এন্ড কনসালটেন্সি করে
I have understood your thought process is very good, but thought process is to be made in action by micro calculation. That means we should not expect somebody will provide money and through this we will give. But money should be definitely taken in such a way that people will give the money in service of something. Some institute will give money and for that by this we will do such and such. This is something else. This is an expectation. If you also try. But
আপনি আমার পয়েন্টটা বুঝতে পারবেন। আমি ইনস্টিটিউটকে জাস্ট আমাকে একটা প্ল্যাটফর্ম দিতে বলছি, মানে ইন্ডিভিজুয়ালস হচ্ছে।
আরে ভাই শোনো না, প্রবলেম তো ওখানে। There is a clause, institute platform. You have to make a startup. Don't depend on any institute. Don't depend on government. Government will help in different way. You have to read what is startup. Your idea is very good. Dear friends, we have to read, we have to understand what is startup. And for the startup, government is also helping a lot, but we have to take this help in a proper way, not by some project, just like in a research project you are getting fund from other institutes, some ministry or like this. No, everything has to be done by us, and we have to make it running from 0 to crores, 0 to billions. Have you understood my point?
Yeah.
Have you understood? Your idea is very good. Last one. Anybody? ভাই কেউ রাগ করেনি তো আমার উপর? কেউ রাগ করেনি তাহলে হ্যাঁ বলুন বা না বলুন, জোরে বলুন। হ্যাঁ, রাগ করেনি? ঠিক বলুন, কে আছে? ভালো করে বলো, যার শেষ ভালো যার সব ভালো।
I'm Jagan Sharma and I'm from the BSNS guys. So after like 5 years of this whole journey and everything, and after observing what is happening and everything, so I have decided that I will target for UPSC 2024. And yes,
What is your good name?
Jagan Sharma.
Huh?
Jagan Sharma.
Jagaran?
Sharma.
Home district?
Actually, I'm from Sylhet.
Sylhet.
Yeah, my ancestors are from Sylhet, and then we had to come here.
And your 3 generations before, in which district you were? Do you know the name of that?
Sylhet Sunamganj area. That is from where we are originally.
Today, your duty, talk with your father and to take the name of that district. This is very important. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. Wait. January is like a bhalu and I meet so many Jagarans from here. On the 3rd Convocation of IACS, I congratulate all the students who have worked hard to reach here today, and let us all celebrate their achievements. As you all are going to enter a new phase of your life, I would like to share a quote by Swami Puja Vivekananda. Work purifies the heart and so leads to Vidya, that is wisdom. Virtuous deeds takes off the veil from knowledge, and knowledge alone can make us see God. So take the chance and work hard for your goals. I hope that our future generation will dream more and achieve more and lead India towards prosperity and global leadership. Thank you all. Har Har.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, sir, for your kind and inspiring words. We will now invite our Chairman, Governing Council, to give his address.
Today's chief guest, Professor IACS Rao, guest of honor, the director, Dr. Ranjan Sen, Professor Sudeep Ghosh, Registrar, Sarmani Khan, graduating students and their parents, faculty, invited guests. I am very happy to be associated with this very auspicious occasion, and it makes it more important because the first batch of BSMS of IACS Kolkata is graduating in this convocation. As Dr. Sarkar mentioned, IACS produced the Nobel laureates. All the students, PhD, BSMS, and master students, you should be proud that you are getting a degree from an institution which has produced a Nobel Prize work, and India has only one Nobel laureate in science, and that is from IACS Kolkata. I also like to mention, for the interest of our chief guest, although IACS is a small institution, but the research output of faculty and students of IACS comes in the top 3-4 institutions of the country. Recently, there was a conference in NIT Rourkela. There were a few speakers from IACS Kolkata, and everyone felt the talks given by faculty of IACS Kolkata was the best talk. Dear students, it's a very happy occasion. I congratulate all of you and your parents. But life is going to be different after you graduate. I normally don't say what you should do. I like to tell what I do. And in 5 minutes or maybe less than that, I like to mention that throughout my life, I have lived by some rules and principles. I believe these principles have made me the person I am. The most important lesson I have learned from my life is the money is the most overestimated thing. Of course, that does not mean that we should ignore the importance of money. Money gives us comfortable life, a sense of security, a chance for us to help people in need. But where does this money come from? It comes from an honest day's hard work in office. It comes from education. It comes from all the nights you spend studying in the library. As long as you give 100% to your work and never be afraid to learn new trades, money will find ways to make it through to you. The goals you set for yourself should not be to make X amount of money. Set the right plans in your career and money goal will easily be achieved. I always tell my kids, I have a son and daughter. I believe both had been very successful in education. I always had been telling them, bright people do not work for money. They work on what they want to do and money follows them. The second principle I have always lived by is punctuality. In my life, I hardly remember if I had been late for anything. Punctuality by itself represents a lot of other traits. For example, if you are punctual, you plan for a traffic, which means your every action is thought out. We are living in a century where everything happens at a lightning speed. A minute spent waiting for someone is a minute too much. In my journey from a village in Azamgarh, Uttar Pradesh, to this stage, I encountered many things I disapproved of and was against. I eventually learned that it is important to choose my battles. We always find something we disagree with, and we can always choose to fight over them or learn to ignore them and move on. Of course, all battles are not worth fighting. Only some battles are worth fighting. In my experience, most of the battles can be left alone. If you choose your actions carefully, people around you, you will know precisely how much the issue means to you. You do not want to be the person who disagrees with everyone on every topic. You want to be the person who respects the decisions, fights for them only with a solid reason and reasoning. Our country is full of contrast. We have a lot of issues. We have a lot of problems. It is not because we do not have money. I like to mention here, I never felt in administration that money is a problem, either in my personal life or as an administrator for the institution which I held for more than 10 years. We have enough money to make necessary changes. But one thing is very important, corruption is proving to be a huge roadblock. Every generation ends social evil, and I urge all of you to choose to end corruption right here. Now is the best time to make this decision. Now is the time to take an oath to live an honest life and work for the country's cause. We have to make our country as a priority. Work comes first, rest comes last. In our Prime Minister's own words, who said recently, corruption is not an ordinary crime. It snatches the rights of the poor. It begets many other crimes. Corruption is the biggest obstacle in the path of justice and democracy. My dear graduates, as you step into the world, go forth with a sense of purpose. The purpose is very important. If you don't have purpose in your life, I believe there is no life. Integrity and a commitment to excellence. Be agents of positive change, leaders of tomorrow, and catalysts for a better future. Congratulations once again, and may your future be filled with endless possibilities. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. We will now invite our guest of honor, Professor M.R.S. Rao, to deliver his convocation address.
Honorable Minister, Dr. Sarkar, Chairman of the Convocation Council, Professor Vinod Singh, Director of the same, Dean of Academics and Registrar. I'm extremely happy today to be here at this great institution at the Convocation Council, third Convocation of the IACS, the home of C.V. Raman's Nobel Prize work. I am also thankful to the Governing Council, also the Director of IACS, Dr. Lindsay, for inviting me to be part of this very auspicious occasion. Today I would like to share with you some of the revolution which is happening in biomedical sciences, particularly in the genomic sciences, which is very important for our day-to-day life, also managing our diseases. If you see today globally, there are three major challenges in front of humankind. One is the climate change, which all of you are aware. We are witnessing today the monsoon changes and the rain everywhere and droughts, and then temperatures rising. The second one is energy, how to tap the energy and how to make use of the conventional carbon-related energy to make green energy. And the third most important challenge which the humankind is facing is the human health. I think without human health, we won't be surviving to do whatever we want to do. So today, I will try to address or share with you the revolution which is happening in genomic sciences, which is contributing to all of our daily life. And then the kind of development and the challenges which are happening is also throwing up new challenges and opportunities for particularly the end professionals who are graduating from this IACS today. So in this connection, I think it's very important to see that how best the basic sciences of all discipline natural sciences can contribute to the meeting the challenges of the human health globally, and more particularly in India itself. Genomic sciences is also becoming an integral part of our well-being today, both during normal as well as disease conditions. How did genomic science originate? It all started around 2000, year 2000, where the human genome sequence was deciphered. I think since the discovery or the elucidation of the genomic sequencer, the genomic sciences, which really is the information content of the DNA, which is very important for every life of the cell and also the organ, also the human body. It has revolutionized over the last 20 years. It happened around 2000. But the last 2 decades, we have seen leaps and bounds of development and advances in the area of genomic sciences, which has really taken this science to really great heights. The technology of DNA sequencing has also advanced very significantly, and the present cost of whole genome sequencing of 3.3 billion base pair, which is today is around $1,000, which is around 80,000 rupees or so, which is going to be only $100 by the end of this year, which is hardly 10,000 rupees, which is very affordable for anybody even in our country. So then the kind of a technological advancement which is happening in terms of getting individual DNA sequences. In addition to the technology of DNA sequencing, another area of science which has really contributed to the entire genomic science in the biomedical area is the bioinformatics and computational biology, where the engineering sciences have influenced very much in terms of evolving new technologies to understand what the DNA sequence means. The genomics has already become the integral part of the primary healthcare system in the Western countries, covering DNA diagnostics, mutation spectrum of the candidate genes known to cause genetic disorders, carrier detection, genetic predisposition to some of the complex genetic diseases, pharmacogenomics, and prenatal screening. All are very important health problems. One area where genomics has made a tremendous path-breaking contribution is the area of cancer, particularly molecular oncology and patient care, which already we are seeing in the country, which is being implemented. What is the scenario in India? See, what I described is a global development and the advancement which has happened in the Western countries. But what is the situation in India? Are we there, or are we lacking, or what are we doing? So I'm happy to tell you that we are not lagging behind in genomic sciences in the country. As soon as the draft of the human genome sequence was deciphered in 2000, published in a couple of major journals, the science departments of the government of India, Department of Biotechnology particularly, and then other agencies very quickly understood the importance of the DNA sector, and they implemented several programs for the project for scientists to absorb the technology and also contribute to the new knowledge, genomic sciences, which is relevant to India. Not only international knowledge contribution, but it is more relevant to the Indian community. In addition to DBT, which was funded in establishing several automatic DNA sequences in the country, even the Department of Technology and the CSCR institution also have done tremendous work in terms of advancing the genomic sciences in the country. Over the last 20 years, we have made significant progress in the country in disease genomics, particularly in pharmacogenomics, DNA diagnostic, etc. DBT has also established, as all of you know, the National Institute of Biomedical Genomics here in Kalyani, which is devoting entire activity on disease genomics. From all these efforts, we have generated volume of data, even from within Indian side, we have generated volume of data in terms of disease genomics that have been published in various scientific journals. But the major concern is how do we use this data for patient care and clinical utility. Okay? Before we can make this data clinically usable, we need to validate in a much larger patient cohort, because much of the discovery is done in a small cohort. But when you go to the clinical side for patient care, it has to be validated in a much larger population. That's where we are moving forward in terms of the clinical trials and larger cohort. And currently, I think we hope to see in the next 5 years, many of the original basic science in the genomics area done in the country will be utilized for patient care in the country. This needs to be, in addition to that, one more complex thing, in particular relevant for the Indian community, is the genome diversity. We have different ethnic background. So whatever we get the data from the particular population may not be applicable to different population across the country because of the ethnic diversity. So here again, the government of India has understood the relevance of this, and then they are already pushing in terms of expanding the disease genomics in different populations in the country. The Department of Biotechnology and ICMR is playing an important role in generating this new knowledge. We often see that the field of bioinformatics and computational biology has really advanced very much in the country. This is why I'm telling you that many of the professionals who are writing today, there are a lot of opportunities in terms of contributing to this healthcare system using the computational science, and in terms of the data mining and machine learning and artificial intelligence. I'll come to that a little later. There are many bioinformatics players, I think all of you know, not only in the government sector, but in the private sector also. There is a possibility for many of you to embark on this new discipline of computational biology by a group of people to contribute tremendously for the welfare of the human being in the country. We have made significant progress in many areas of disease genomics, as I told you, and I think all of us have seen what the influence of basic science of genomic sciences. Just last 2 years, 3 years, we are seeing how the country has tackled the COVID pandemic. This is because of the genomic sciences as well as the biotechnology, where the government of India has really put a lot of effort in creating infrastructure and also like educating people, after absorbing the technology, etc. I think we should all be proud of the way the country has handled the COVID pandemic. Without the genomic sciences and biotechnology, I don't think we would have handled this very 1.5 years. We could eradicate. We are already the vaccine providers to the world. Okay, that is really a very proud moment for all the Indian scientists. For the last decade, India is also being talked about having young population. That is particularly, the majority being the age group of 25 to 30 years. This is good. We can be proud of that. There is young talent, a lot of workforce, and then a lot of opportunities for these young people. I think that this young talent can contribute to the new knowledge, but also to the several technology which are being developed here. But we should not forget, at the same time, we can be proud of young population. There is a longevity, the life longevity is also increased in the country. People are living for longer and more time. And this is creating a newer challenge to the country, particularly in terms of geriatric disease, the disease of the old. Okay, particularly dementia, Alzheimer's disease, and then Parkinson's disease. So this is going to be helped by for the next decade also in the country, which you don't tackle properly, there will be a lot of expenditure even the government has to spend in terms of handling this geriatric disorder. Here again, genomic sciences have a lot to contribute. Why am I highlighting all these Indian-centric problems is because the advancement of genomic sciences, which is very interdisciplinary. I will come to what in this nature of this genomic science in a few minutes' time. So India has to tackle this geriatric disorder. We cannot leave it. These are all your own elders, okay, parents and agriculture, etc. So we have to develop how to tackle this, and there are strategies to develop. This can happen not only in the government sector, the hospital, the medical institution, but also startups in the country. Like our minister was talking about startups. So the startups can be started if particularly combining the basic sciences, computer sciences, even the electronics and engineering sciences. So all these disciplines have to come together in terms of providing answers to many of these challenges in the country. Another area of science, I think one more thing which we need to understand is that in all these genomic sciences, is the DNA sequence which is important. The sequence information in the DNA. But there is no uniformity in the DNA sequence. Even across population, even person next to each other. Although most of us have the same DNA sequence, there are some variations. DNA sequence variations are there. This is called the SLPs and the complex traits are there, haplotype structure, etc. So the genome diversity is there. So we don't have a reference gene also. There is no Indian genome sequence. Although many of the DNA sequences which are being used is based on just 2 or 3 Western population DNA sequence. There are a lot of changes in the DNA sequence between the Indian population, European population, and American population. So when do we get the Indian genome? The reference genome for the Indians. So I'm happy to share with you, I think many of you know, the Department of Technology and the Government of India has started a Genome India program, which is 3.5 years old. It's a major program of the country. I think the Department of Technology is steering this. I think by the end of this year, 10,000 Indian genomes will be completely sequenced, annotated, etc. And that too, across the ethnicity background, which is covering the entire country. 20 institutions in the country are involved in this mega effort. By the end of the year, this Indian genome sequence will be available. There are a lot of opportunities for the young talent to make sense of this DNA sequences, how to be innovative and creative to make use of the DNA sequences for the welfare of the Indian population. Another area of science which is emerging large, particularly a branch of genomic sciences, is called systems biology. Systems biology is the one which integrates very different disciplines of sciences to understand biology of the whole cell, not as a molecule, but the whole cell, but also from the whole cell to order to the particular final of the human being. So the integrated approach of the healthcare of the life being is important for the healthcare. I think a lot of opportunities are also there in this world. The major thing here is that like a gene, a particular gene which codes for a protein, doesn't function in isolation. A gene is a gene which codes for a protein or any function, but it doesn't function in isolation within the cell. Just like the society, every human being interacts with other person for a social well-being. Even gene has a social structure. Like a gene code for a protein, protein interaction is there. There are estimated to be millions of protein interactions in the cell every minute happening. So this kind of a social structure of gene in the cell is very important. And the way this is important because finally the disease may be a genetic disease, but the disease is not just a disease, but the disease of the biochemical pathway. Where all these things contribute for a particular pathway, and the final output is there, which really determines the life in the cell. So to address a particular disease, although we can target a particular gene or a protein, we need to address the complexity of the biochemical pathway, and this is where now what people think that we have to attack a particular pathway to target a particular disease, and here multi-protein complexes are really important. So again, in this context, I want to share with many of the physics scientists, physicists in this campus, faculty, and graduating. There are a lot of physical problems associated with life. I think physics and chemistry, they do address many of their own sciences, but within the life system, there are physical principles that have to be determine how the molecular machines in the protein complexes drive a particular pathway. The very few of physics is known. I think even this is a very nascent discipline which is emerging for the last 5 years. I would urge many of the physicists in the country to embark on this complex problem to find out some sort of solutions, how this molecular structure or molecular machines work inside this cell. And in addition to this human genome sequence, I also told you India is burdened with many rare genetic disorders. There are many genetic diseases which are common in our population, Western population. All of us know about it: diabetes, hypertension, cancer, etc. But there are many rare genetic disorders which are unique to the country. Okay, they are not seen in the Western population. So how do you address this population in the country? The Western countries or the big biopharma company will not be interested in research in rare genetic disorders because there is no commercial benefit. Because there is a rare, the population having the disease is very small. The investment made, where do you get commercial benefit? No. They don't get any profit on that. So this is a very important issue for the health sector in the country. I think the government of India again has realized this importance. I think just 2-3 years back, a major program has been initiated in the country on rare genetic disorders. He declared in this parliament document that rare genetic disorders is important in the country, and the money is set aside for that purpose. So again, there is a lot of opportunity for the young parents to see how best you can utilize your knowledge to implement your knowledge to particularly for addressing many of these issues. Finally, I would like to convey that it is believed that the integration of data science, which is really happening today, and machine learning, the artificial intelligence, with all these the computational approaches and the biomedical imaging, with genetics, biochemistry, and biochemical imaging, will create a better and healthier human being. A better, healthier human being is not driven by a single scientific enterprise. It is a combination of all these things. The emerging technologies of artificial learning, intelligence, and machine learning will take this healthcare to a very tremendous advancement in the next 5 years. This is where the opportunity is there for young talent. I think you have to learn, in addition to your basic science, the additional skills. One skill is not enough today. Particularly in the healthcare system, one skill is not enough. The integration of all these disciplines is very necessary. I think I want to commit to all of you who are just starting up your path of doing research or startup or anything. I think today, country, the young talent, young population, the young talent, that again, there is a lot of opportunity. Don't think that your future is blank. Technology is developing, the integration is happening. I think it depends on your innovation, how to use your knowledge to implement all these creative solutions to the health well-being of the country. Before concluding, I would like to congratulate one more thing. In all these developments I forgot to tell, electronics and material science also is playing an important role in the healthcare system, particularly in the diagnostic, also non-invasive procedures of diagnosis, without taking a blood. Okay, non-invasive like an NMR and then many of the raw spectroscopy, to say a few. I think non-invasive technologies are being developed where without picking or doing blood chemistry, we can already predict whether you are going to develop this disease or not. Again, chemists, the material scientists, electronic engineers are a very important role in developing this new healthcare system in the country. Before concluding, I would like to congratulate the students who are graduating today and wish them all success in their future endeavors to realize their passionate dreams. There is plenty of scope in front of basic science researchers, engineers, and medical professionals to contribute to the welfare of human being in terms of generating new knowledge to to understand human biology. Now, human biology is one discipline or discipline where not much emphasis is given, even in the Western countries. There were several of the master's program in Stanford or other places. There are hardly 2 places where this human biology is taught. Long back in AIMS, Delhi, there was a MS course in human biology. It is very important that we start human biology. It can be even in IACS, getting in biology division, etc. Because many of the biology what we understand in the rodent system, all the experimental model, what is the cell culture or a rat model, mouse model, many of these things are not relevant for the humans. Many of the discoveries which are done in cell culture drug discovery is not applicable to the human because human genome is different, the systems biology is different. We have to understand our human biology. There is new knowledge to be created in human biology. Okay, this is very important. I thought that we should share with you. There is a lot of scope in terms of understanding the human biology. As well as being innovators, entrepreneurs to take forward the knowledge generated for potential clinical application. Today, there is tremendous opportunity in the country for this new skill in biomedical innovation. The biomedical innovation is a buzzword today in the country. A lot of developments are happening. Biomedical innovation, I think many of you don't know, many of things is not in front of us. It is happening in the backdrop in the private sector and in startups, etc. I think it's better to open up our mind what is happening and see how best we can stimulate the young mind to take up this opportunity for their career. So this is absolutely necessary for making affordable health care. India and the government of India ministry always say, health ministry always says affordable health care. How do you get the affordable health care? Not just by imbibing or copying what Western science has contributed. We have to innovate here for affordable health care, where the cost of diagnosis, treatment, etc., it comes down very, very drastically. Many of the very complex treatment procedures for the cancer, like thing, is very costly, millions of rupees. I don't know, many people can't afford it. So I think right behind that, all the young graduates, I think the future is very bright. The country is providing ample opportunity, ample ambience. I think we should be really proud of being Indian and contribute to the welfare of Indian society. Thanks again for inviting me to be here today, and best wishes for all the graduate students and also to the IACS for having this convocation. Wish all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. We now request our Chairman, Governing Council, to sign the record of degrees. We now request our Director to kindly initiate the conferring of degrees and request the graduating students to stand.
Let the candidates of the various degrees be presented. Further, by virtue of authority vested in me as the Chairman of the Academic Council of IACS Kolkata, I also do hereby admit the duly qualified candidates listed in the scroll for the respective degrees and challenge them to prove worthy of respective degrees, and also permit for distribution of degree certificates.
Students, kindly take your seats. Thank you, sir. I will now request our Chairman and Governing Council to present the PhD degrees and also request our Dean Academic, Professor Shuri Ghosh, to kindly hand over the certificates. We will start with the PhD degree recipients. First, Kaushik Mondol. Thesis title, Laboratory Investigation of Atmospheric Photochemical and Thermal Reactions of Selected VOCs involving NO2 and OH. Monjil Dash, thesis title, Role of Crystal Structure on the Electronic and Magnetic Properties of Transition Metal Oxides. Obhi Kumar Shaha, thesis title, Some Theoretical Studies on Josephson Oscillations, Macroscopic Quantum Self-Trapping and Collective Excitation in Positive Josephson Conventions. Adanta Gorai, thesis title, Design and Synthesis of Biologically Active Azoles for Quadruplex Recognition. Adanta is not here. Bidhan Chandra Patro, thesis title, Reticular Synthesis of Porous Covalent Organic Frameworks, Fundamental Design and Applications. Joy Dotto, thesis title, Molecule Surface Scattering and Jahn-Teller Effect on Phase Transition of Solid. Joy is not here. Bhashwati Mondol, thesis title, Studies in Modified Gravity Theories in Astrophysical Scenarios. Rajiv Ghosh, thesis title, Design and Synthesis of Receptors for Selective Binding and Extraction of Pervinate from aqueous medium via hydrogen and hydrogen bonding interactions. Shobhu Mukherjee, thesis title, Non-Adiabatic Processes in Molecular Spectroscopy and Scattering. Pranay Shah, thesis title, Synthesis and Characterization of Stimuli-Responsive Biomaterials and Their Applications in Theranostics. Umesh, thesis title, Design, Synthesis and Characterization of Self-Assembled Soft Materials and Their Applications in Nanotechnology. Umesh is not present today. Tilak Noshkar, thesis title, Reactivity of Binuclear Transition Metal Complexes and Chelates and Sulfides. Joyjeet Kumar De, thesis title, Unexplored Multiferroic Orders in Ab2O4 type oxide and with high temperature spinal structure. Joyjeet is not present today. Arpana Singh, thesis title, Significance of Non-Conventional Organelles in Triggering Monocytes to Macrophage Differentiation and Applications in Human Diseases. Shogata Ganguly, thesis title, Some Studies in Phenomenology of Non-Standard Production Mechanisms of Dark Matter. Apurva Sarkar, thesis title, Numerical and Mathematical Modeling of Biological Activity Driven Processes. Obhijit Bera, thesis title, Biomimetic Applications of Supported Metal Complexes and Their Potential in Oxidation Catalysis. Obhijit is not here. Monotosh Bhagat, thesis title, Light-Induced Aerobic Radical Functionalization of Azarinus. Monotosh is not here. Shayun Shah, thesis title, Synthesis of Pyridine Pyrazole-based complexes and their various applications. Deepa Ghosh, thesis title, Phonon and Dielectric Properties of Layered Antiferromagnets. Shubhadeep Singh, thesis title, Tuning Reaction Chemistry for Designing Dimension-Controlled Nanocrystal Heterostructures. Deep Ghosh, thesis title, Asymmetric Dark Matter for Scattering. Obishika Bornon, thesis title, Investigation of Caloric Effects in Magnetic and Ferroelectric Thin Film Heterostructures. Shubhadeep Shah, thesis title, Search for Modified Gravity Theories in the Shadow of Compact Forces. Arnav Kumar Nath, thesis title, Spectroscopic Characterization of the intermediates formed in the reactives of heme and copper-bound amyloid peptides associated with Alzheimer's disease. Arnav is not here. Abhishek Das, thesis title, Bio-inspired iron and copper complexes of amide functionalized pyridylene ligands, influence of second coordination sphere on selective oxygenation and catalytic deoxygen reduction. Abhishek is not here. Srijan Ghosh, thesis title, Ultra-Fast Photoinduced Dynamics of Pi Conjugated Organic Nanomaterials. Srijan is not here. Madhumita Rano, thesis title, Renormalization and Machine Learning Approaches for Strongly Correlated Systems, Development and Applications. Shontu Ruidash, thesis title, Exploration of Nanoporous Covalent Organic Frameworks for Green Energy and Environmental Applications. Paramita Shah, thesis title, Synthesis of Small Inorganic Molecules for Catalysis Relevant of Sustainable Energy and Environment. Paramita is not here today. Obit Chaudhary, thesis title, Organic and Inorganic Hybrid Nanoporous Materials for Energy and Environmental Applications. Promojit Khachra, thesis title, Nanohybrids of Peptide Appended Perilenibisamides and E-DOTS metal nanocluster iconic polymers fabrication to optoelectronic properties. Joy Kaur, thesis title, Role of Actomyosin complex in endocytosis and endocytic trafficking. Ujjwal Ghosh, thesis title, Exploring PMOs and different perspectives, a novel synthesis strategy of 5-fuel functionalization and incorporation of gynecium groups in the delivery. Bishwajit Hudayat, thesis title, Non-cube shaped CSP-BBR3 perovskite nanocrystals. Bishwajit is not here today. Anmesha Chakraborty, thesis title, Controlled Molecular Polymerization of Externally Regulated Specific Molecular Recognition. Shourab Bera, thesis title, Designing of Inorganic Organic Hybrid Systems for Drug Delivery Application, a Supermolecular Approach. Thank you, sir. We will now request our guest of honor, Professor M.R.S. Rao, to present the MS degrees and also request our Dean Academic to hand over the certificates. We will start with the School of Applied and Interdisciplinary Sciences with specialization in Biological Sciences, Molecular Biosystems and Biomedicine. Orpita Dash, Bishwadi Pal, Gargi Shorter, the students with specialization in chemical sciences, Ochishman Sharkar, Shomita Dey with specialization in biological sciences, further students with specialization in chemical sciences, Devayanti Shah, Mamti Vishwash, Shriya Chatterjee, Shushmita Pratihar, now the students with specialization in physical sciences, Shabani Kolkata, Shabani is absent today, Shobham Ash, now the students from the School of Chemical Sciences with specialization in chemistry, Ananda Hajra, Oshmita Shah, Oshmita is absent today, Kaushik Mati, Kaushik is absent today, Maheshwar Kandubai. Rahul Shah, Shomi Sharkar, Shomnath Dash, Shomnath is not here, Shubhajit Nayak, Shuman Dash, Supriya Dash, Atreo Kari. Now the students from the School of Material Sciences. Major in Physical Sciences, Arun Shikdar. Arun is not here today. Pritam Ghosh. Riddhi Mitra. Riddhi is not here today. Shamran Kumar Sadhu. Shomi Dash with major in chemical sciences. Shamran was also major in chemical sciences. Shushmita Pramani with major in chemical sciences. Now the students from the School of Mathematical and Computational Sciences with specialization in computer science. Devdan Dev, Shonuk Shah, Sita Shankar, Shukla Ghosh, Arun Doctor, Pratina Hota, Sundip Mondol. All Kritika Shayantan, Pratina and Sundip have specialization in mathematics. From the School of Physical Sciences with specialization in physics, Anupam Mondol. Jorashish Dash. Krishanu Sengupta. Sona Ranjan Char. Shupamna Jana. Uddipan Pal. Anupam Gibor. Shorbori Shin. Vipul Karmakar. Thank you, sir. We will now request our director, Dr. Ranjan Shin, to present the BSMS degrees and also request our Dean Academic to hand over the certificates. BSMS degree recipients with major in biology: Anup Hajra, Oshita Mojumdar, Devasrija Mondol, Jagoran Sharma, Geeta Das, Madhusri Sheen, Judita Rai Vasanya, Priyoshi Mojumdar, Shagota Char, BSMS students with major in chemistry: Orishmita De, Vishnu Prasad Lokhe, Saptarshi Vishwas, Sujoita Bhara, Priti Rai, now the students with major in mathematics and computing: Sharthak Das, students with major in physics: Akshay Pal, Orkokita Sen, Auto-Literacy, Kotha Handal, Ravani Roy, Nilika Banerjee, Rahul Devarakonda, Rishabh Chaudhary, Rishabh Purushottam Harshe, Dipayan Bhattacharjee, Ruksha Dev, Swayam Bandyopadhyay, Shafaq Gulzar Ilahi, Shobana Ghosh, Shohini Pai, Shoma Shomrat Kondol, Tunusri Bhattacharya, Anupam Banerjee. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now may I request our chief guest, Honorable Minister Dr. Shubha Sharkar, to present the medals to our top students. May I also request our Dean Academic to hand over the certificates. Gold medal for highest CGPA among MS degree recipients of all schools goes to Shupriyo Dash from the School of Chemical Sciences. Silver medal from the School of Applied and Interdisciplinary Sciences goes to Shobhita Dev. Silver medal from the School of Material Sciences goes to Shomi Dash. Shomi Dash from the School of Material Sciences. Silver medal from the School of Mathematical and Computational Sciences goes to Devdan Dey. School of Physical Sciences goes to Uttipon Pal. Gold medal with highest CGPA among all BSMS degree recipients with major in physics goes to Shohini Pal. Second highest CGPA among all BSMS degree recipients with major in biology goes to Oshmita Mojumdar. Third highest CGPA among all BSMS degree recipients with major in physics goes to Akshay Pal. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. May I now invite our director, Dr. Ranjan Shin, for administering the oath by the degree recipients.
If the candidates who have received degree certificates by the university kindly stand. I will ask you some questions for oath and you should respond. I do you solemnly and sincerely promise and declare that if admitted to the degree for which you have been qualified, you will in your daily life and conversation conduct yourself and become worthy members of the university? Do you solemnly and sincerely promise and declare that to the utmost of your opportunity and ability, you will use your powers for the promotion of true learning and in the service of your fellow men? Do you solemnly and sincerely promise that you will faithfully and diligently fulfill the duties of the profession to which you will eventually belong, and that you will on all occasions and maintain its purity and reputation? By virtue of authority vested in me as Director IACS, I admit you to degrees for which you have been declared qualified by the IACS Dean University.
Now I request our Registrar IACS, Ms. Sharbani Shah, to deliver the vote of thanks. While we proceed towards the conclusion, may I once again extend a very hearty and warm welcome to our honorable guests, Chairman, Governing Council, Director, mentoring teachers, parents, the students, and everyone gathered in this third annual convocation of the IACS deemed to be university. I feel privileged and honored to be a part of the academic journey our students have traversed along with their teachers and our other colleagues in this institute. On behalf of IACS deemed to be university, I record our heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Mantriji, Dr. Subhash Sarkar, Minister of State for Education, Government of India, for finding out time for us to be here with us on this occasion of the third convocation of this deemed to be university as the chief guest. We are honored by your gracious presence, sir. We record our sincere most thanks to Professor Vinod Singh, Chairman Governing Council IACS, who has been instrumental in guiding us in holding the annual convocation, alerting us about the protocols and conventions, which has been a new experience for the university, only 5 years old now. I sincerely thank all the members of the Governing Council and the Academic Council for their unstinting support and advice extended from time to time in defining the trajectory of the newly created deemed to be university. We are grateful to our director for keeping faith in us, which encouraged us and drove us to deliver our best possible efforts in organizing the annual convocation. We are thankful to our deans and associate deans who have been with the administration, sharing their insightful thoughts and unconditional support for planning and running the academic administration, including holding of this annual convocation. Thanks to all the chairs who have breached the students and their academic requirements with the administration. I convey my gratitude to the Convocation Committee under the chairmanship of the Dean Academy, who minutely defined, described and scrutinized each milestone for organizing today's event. I am grateful to all the members of the different committees and subcommittees. I am not doing justice in not naming each one of them, whose each one contribution would make to this ceremony such a success. In the interest of time, I say a big thank you to each one of you. The support staff, both technical and administrative, have been overwhelming and outstanding in doing their work relentlessly for the last few years. Thanks to all the graduating students whose experience has been and will be a lesson in our new endeavor, which will help us in improving in the coming years. Congratulations to each one of you on attaining a milestone in life on this momentous day. I wish all of you graduating today a successful career ahead. May all your dreams be adequately realized. Thank you very much. May I request all of you to stand for the national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Kindly be seated. We now invite our Dean Academic for resolution of the graduation day.
Do I have the permission of the director of I declare the convocation ceremony.